Hi there, welcome to Seeking Life. My name is Madison. This channel is dedicated to discovering a life worth living outside of your job or in place of your job, but mostly just trying to live a life and not feel like I'm a slave. Today we are back at Winding Rivers Nature Preserve. I haven't been coming here for a while just because I'm trying to avoid the swampy areas because there's these things called deer flies, which that's from my very first bite of one, and it still hasn't gone away. So we're gonna walk around here and enjoy the nature and enjoy the peace and quiet. I'm wearing a bucket hat today because I've just been in the sun so much the last few days. I wanted to give my face a rest, but I have to come out here and get some exercise and film a video for you all. So I hope you'll join me and enjoy this nice nature walk. I didn't even show you guys the bird that's over here. Oh, I hear puppies. I don't know what it is. It's a big black bird though. It's beautiful. In my experience, this trail is really phenomenal for birds. Like this whole area is just really, really phenomenal if you want to do bird watching. Oh, there's a deer fly right there trying to get me. You gotta pretty much be where you're out in the open. Someone's running behind me. Let me get out of her way. Yeah, you pretty much need to stay where it's windy, or you will get eaten alive by deer flies. That is a lesson I have learned, and as it warms up, I'll be coming here less and less, at least during the day, because, like I said, those deer flies, they do not play. They hurt, and it's been like a week and a half since I got my first bite from one, and yeah, it's brutal. The fact I still have the welt from it is pretty shocking. So that means I'll be avoiding that trail there. There's a trail further up that's not near the water that is wooded. You take a few steps in there and you start getting eaten alive by deer flies. So a lot of people say that it's the mosquitoes you gotta watch out for here. I haven't seen a single mosquito since I've been here, but then again, mosquitoes don't typically bother me. That's probably why. Because like I remember when I was younger, my friend Sean and I could be standing right next to one another, and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm getting eaten up alive by all these mosquitoes." I'll be like, "What mosquitoes?" So yeah, that's definitely the one thing I will say you've got to watch out for in the swamps, probably from March until probably December. So you've only got maybe a 2 or 3 month window to come out here and not get eaten alive by bugs that hurt. Because I mean, you could come out here and you're going to be fully, clothed and, have long sleeves and gloves and long pants and like a net or something over your head. That would work. But then you're just going to be sweating and hot and miserable. So it's like, what's the point of even going out there then? So I hope you'll enjoy this video, because I don't know when the next time I'll be coming out here is. Just like I don't know when the next time I'll be going to see Mama Gator is, because where she is, that's where I got eaten alive by deer flies, and they just did not want to stop biting me. I think I got bit like 8 times that day. But then you also have to worry about the fire ants. And if you're from Georgia, you completely know what I'm talking about. But if you are from Georgia, you know that fire ant hills are usually like a reddish brown color. Well, here I'm pretty certain they're sand, like they're sand colored. So it's a completely different kind of hill, but at the same time, most ants hills here are sand colored. So you don't really know what kind of ant you're dealing with. So you have to be very, very careful where you're stepping. Otherwise you'll get eaten alive, and those guys hurt too. But I will say I have not yet seen any gators here at this location. I have seen them at the park just over that way. I showed them to you, one of them to you yesterday. And I have seen them kind of on an offshoot here. It looks like it flows to another river, but it doesn't. It kind of dead ends, and they like to hang out there where the dead end is. But here at Winding Waters, you are guaranteed to be safe. You are fine. There's nothing coming to get you. No gators anyway. Usually just flying bugs. I have seen one single snake since walking out here. Not today, but I've been out here probably a dozen times now, and I've seen one snake that whole time, and it was a orange rat snake. So it was not venomous, it was not dangerous to me. In fact, I nearly stepped on its head. But when I'm out here, I'm looking at the ground to make sure I'm not stepping in any ant hills. So I looked up for a second to see where I was going, and then it was like, oh crap, snake. I caught that in the video, but I could not find the snake afterward. But you'll find so many different kinds of birds here. Supposedly there's bald eagles here too, which I have yet to see. But I also normally come in the early afternoon. So that's probably why I haven't seen any. This place has grown so much with vegetation since I was last here. We got a lot of rain and everything grew up. It's beautiful. And I will do a highlight reel at some point in this video of a lot of the birds that I've managed to take photographs of, so you can kind of have an example of what you can possibly see when you come to this location. Some of the photos weren't taken here. They were taken at another section of this nature preserve, but all the birds you can find pretty much in this entire preserve. There's multiple different locations where you can enter it, where they have parks, and you can find just about all of them at each one. I will say I'm really, really glad I'm wearing this hat. It's hot. They were flying somewhere in a hurry. Do you see the fish? You see it? There's two of them right there. You don't see it? That's awesome. I don't know what they are. And these are some of the largest lily pads you'll ever see. They're not touching the water at the moment, but they are huge. And that Coke bottle down there, it really just throws it all off, doesn't it? If you're gonna come out here, please, if you take any food or water or drink or whatever, please take whatever you bring out here with you and don't leave it here. Don't let it get into the river where, you know, where it'll hurt wildlife. Come on now. Yeah, like right here, come on. I've never seen trash in here before. What is going on? Like, people. Like, I would go get it, but I don't have the proper shoes. Hey there, Crow. Yeah, on this bridge, there's usually a lot of crows that live in the reeds there. That lady sure is running fast. By the time I get to the start, she could have already done 2 laps, maybe 3. But of course, today we're just taking it easy, just taking a nice little stroll, seeing if we can see any beautiful birds or any other wildlife that we haven't seen before. And before I came to this part of the park, I did go shoot some hoops for about 20 minutes. I'm loving the fact I found that basketball. You know, I'm not no pro or anything. Not even close to it, but I just enjoy shooting some hoops. Even if I miss 90% of the time. It's a nice little warm-up. To be honest, I'm already tired. Like, this walk is just exhausting me. Phew. And I don't know why. Happy to see a lot more water though. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I don't have the stamina for this today. Like, I don't know what it is, but my insides hurt. Like, it feels like my insides are being squeezed. And I don't know if it's the combination of the heat and the humidity or what, but something feels off. So I'm going to start heading back and not make the full loop. And I do have water, so I highly recommend, unless you're coming, during December, January, February, always make sure you have your water when you're out on the trails. You will need it. And I have yet to see a trail with any water on it. At least that's accessible to you. As a patron of the park. I have seen at Grassy Knolls on their boardwalk, they have water spigots all along the way in case there's a fire. But you will not have access to water at most of these locations. The closest water is going to be over there at Dyer Park, which is way over yonder, the direction I'm pointing at. I mean, shoot, there was a day where I went walking around this trail here, and it wound up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. It was like 4 or 5 miles. And I didn't really have any water with me that day, I don't think. Or actually, no, I had water, but I was running out. So always make sure you have your water, because otherwise you're going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm going to take a breather, and I'll see y'all in a second. The lady that was running, she would have lapped me. She just came and stopped and started walking back. That's a pretty bird. Ooh, haven't seen that one before, I don't think. But I guess today's video is more about bird watching and tips for the Florida swamp life, I guess. Or at least this part of the swamp. But it is spectacularly beautiful though. And the vibes here, totally unmatched. Like, I really, really feel healed when I come out in here. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel a million times better than I did when I came. I don't know if it's the sound of the birds, the wind on my body, or, just the sun on my body. I'm not sure. I know that when I come out here, I feel a million times better. I feel like I must have lived a past life here in Florida or something, because I've hardly ever been to South Florida ever. There was a time, let's see, one time I took my friend and dropped him off at the airport here because it was cheaper to fly where he was going from the Miami airport than it was from the Atlanta airport, and the cost of fuel was cheaper, so we just did that. And then a year before that, I brought my grandmother and one of my other best friends to South Florida. I wanted to see my sister. And then so we went to Fort Lauderdale and we went to Miami. I took her to the Hard Rock Cafe, which was kind of a trip because, you know, that's definitely not her style. She preferred like Frank Sinatra and things like that, but it was kind of a trip. And then most recently I came to South Florida about 5 years ago when we got our stimulus checks. I came here to visit a friend in Orlando and a friend here in this area I'm at now, which coincidentally is the same guy that I'm living with. And I was in Orlando a few times and Panama City / Destin area a few times. And other than that, I've not really been to Florida. So I'm still learning it myself, but I've grown to absolutely adore it. And like I said, I just feel like I've been here before. Like I have some sort of attachment to it that I just can't put my finger on. I also do, this is going to sound nuts, but I've been hearing some stuff talking about how the Garden of Eden was supposedly located in Florida. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but maybe that's kind of why this place resonates with me so much, is just, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. But I highly recommend, if you're ever in the South Florida area, to come check out these nature preserves. They are incredibly healing for your soul, and you will not regret it. Sure, it's hot and it's humid, but they are just stunningly beautiful and full of so many birds and wildlife, and the gators aren't anywhere near as scary as you think they are. For the most part, they're way more afraid of you than you are of them, even though they're bigger than us. So they just want to chill and enjoy themselves, and that's it. So, especially if it's hot in midday, all they want to do is sunbathe. They don't care what you're doing. I'm not saying, you know, to antagonize them or to harass them or anything like that. Just saying, like, you don't have to be afraid. And it's going to be extremely rare that you ever see one outside of a preserve or outside of the actual water. And where they're located, they'll actually tell you you're not allowed to go in that water. So, and you know, the wild ones, they're really super chill. You don't have anything to worry about. So yeah, you mainly just need to be worried about the flying bugs and the, you know, snakes and gators that aren't really going to bother you. Plus, here in the northern Everglades area and West Palm Beach, Riviera Beach area, I've not seen any pythons at all. So that's not a concern either. The one snake I saw was super tiny. Like it was maybe, I don't know, a few feet long, like an inch thick. It was super small. Then again, I'm not afraid of snakes. So, but yeah, I mean, just please, if you're ever in the area, come check out these places, whether it's the Winding Waters or whether it's Grassy Knoll or Grassy Waters or Grassy River. I can't remember. They're all in this little area. I have videos on them. I highly, highly recommend checking them out. They will make your day. You will feel so healed and so much better. Just spend 30 minutes out here. Even if you just did what I did, walk to the little seating area and just chill there for a little bit. Or heck, from here you can see where the parking lot is, right? There's the cars. There's some benches right here you can just chill on. Just come get yourself out here and see this place for yourself, because it's so healing. It's so good for your soul. And I can't explain it. And my body feels like it's vibrating right now. It feels so much better that I've come out here and I've done this little walk and I've enjoyed myself, and I've been talking to you guys, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I really don't like the way I look in this hat, but it's not about how I look, it's about me being more comfortable. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed me on this little walk with a little bit of tips and, just the fact that this place is awesome and you should visit it. Here, I'm going to take this off. That's a little better. But I want to talk to you for a minute. First of all, thank you for making it this far. And second, you matter. Yes, you. I'm talking directly to you. Directly to you. You matter. And I care about you. And you deserve to have a good life. You deserve to have anything that you desire, as long as it's good for you and it's good for others. You deserve to have a life that you feel free, and a life where you don't feel suffocated or feel like you're a slave. You deserve to have your best life. So I want you to go out there and start living your best life. I want you to either start a hobby that you used to do when you were younger, whether that be drawing or painting or music or just what have you. I want you to get back to your old hobbies. I want you to start living your life again. We've all stopped living our lives, and we all put everything we ever wanted on hold. We put all our dreams and hopes and everything else on hold for someone else's desires and dreams. And yes, I know everything's super expensive and we have to spend more of our time working right now, but your free time, please use it to do something fun, do something for yourself, do something for just yourself or for your family or for your children or for your pets. Do something that is going to bring you some joy and some happiness, and just try to do that at least once a week. One day a week, do something you love and you enjoy, because we are not meant to just slave away our entire lives. We are meant to be here to enjoy life and to enjoy the time we were given in this realm called Earth. So, no matter what you're doing, whether you started doing what I'm saying or not, I am proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I love you. And I believe that you can have anything that you set your mind to, you can go achieve it. So you just have to decide right then and there, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to go do. So just like when I said I wanted to come make videos, I'm doing them every single day no matter what. And I'm out here and I'm doing it. And I believe you can do something similar with whatever you want to do. You know, these videos take me maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Even when I get a job, I can still come out here before work and make these videos. And, you know, whenever I no longer have to do these because, you know, my channel's doing well, then wonderful. But for right now, I'm still coming out here. I'm still doing what brings me joy every day, because if I didn't, I would be miserable. I know that when I was at home and I wasn't coming out here every single day, like on my days off, and I was just sitting at home, I would get really, 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 really depressed. So I said, you know what? I can't keep doing this. I have to go out there. I have to do something with my time. I cannot just keep standing here hoping to, you know, or sitting here hoping that my day will get better and then I'll stop being depressed. Because I'll tell you what, I was still depressed. Even though I was happy, I was still depressed. So get out there, do what makes you happy. You don't have to leave your house if you don't want to. But for me, I needed to leave the house. And I've been out here every day. And I'm nowhere near as depressed as I would be, you know, not working for 2 months. Because I would have been really miserable had I not been doing this YouTube thing while I'm out here trying to, you know, while I'm not working. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be miserable. So I'm really grateful to have this. I'm really grateful for you. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It does help out the channel. And I will see you guys very soon tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you. And you are awesome. Bye. Don't forget the slideshow of the birds.